I'll get it. I don't get it. I just need the center. Come to the white side of your face.
That'll work.
Okay. Now just take this out. You take a little out. Stay right there. Ready, go! You watch that elbow here. Watch that elbow.
Come on, Devon!
Watch that elbow. I can't see it.
Come on, Devon! Okay, I got it. This what you're here for, Devon!
No.
Come on, Devon.
Come on, John!
Devon, that's what you're here for, buddy!
John, don't you lose it!
Look at John! Look at
Devon, this way here!
Hello and welcome to International Arm Wrestling, and it's a very excited Neil Pickup that welcomes you to tonight's show and three unbelievable matches. The main event of tonight's show is the main event of the World Arm Wrestling stage. No Limits Devon Larratt will face John, the Perfect Storm Brzenk. It's on. Before that, our second feature match this evening is an astonishing power battle. We welcome back Hungary's Robert Bogdan, and he will face the very powerful Polish challenger, Mariusz Groszowski. That one will be all about top end. But first up tonight, up next, it's the middleweight category. Arm Wars Deep Water in London, England. The International Arm Wrestling Super Series, the world's leading arm wrestling promotion. And the middleweight category, arguably the most difficult. Let's welcome back Stuart Hall, the secret. Rosendale Lanks, this man, 35 years of age. He boasts serious experience in the game of iron arms, 6 feet tall, and 81 kilograms of him. This former British national champion is undefeated in the Arm Wars Super Series. Tonight he'll be tested by this young man, Peter Scherber, the lumberjack of Poland. He's only a young man at 22 years of age, giving away experience, but he makes up for it with determination and ferocity at the table. This guy is relentless. Tremendous battle in prospect. Stuart Hall of the UK in the red t-shirt, and it's Peter Scherber of Poland in black. Scherber, an incredibly powerful athlete, and a relentless attacking style about the Polish athlete. Do not blink, and away he goes, straight into the hit, and Scherber with an enormous attack, right on top of Hall, and Stuart is dug in, tight and defending there. Weight down on that elbow. A familiar position for Stuart. We've seen him start slow in the past, but he is a rock at the base. Scherber diving round, trying to get on the tricep. Look at him position himself now, trying to get his elbow tight to his body. Coming on top of the arm now, and he's getting a better position, driving down. Stuart holding, but so much trouble for Hall, and it is the win. Scherber with the win. Peter Scherber, loved that one. He took the pin. Watch him come around with the tricep there, and he takes it and explodes. The young man from Poland, chalk on the board. First blood, Poland. And Peter Scherber loved that one. He was blowing the guns, doing the cowboy dance after that one. He didn't just do that, did he? Unbelievable stuff. Scherber takes first blood. Oh, again, he's slow out of the blocks, and look at the attack from Scherber. He blows Chokert. The effort there. blowing joke across the table as he dips for the pad. So very, very close. Stewart trying to recover now, but look at the confidence on Sherber. He looks into the crowd and shouts no. Driving down now and up again with the tricep. Just collecting his thoughts, trying to reposition. There's a big drive again, and Stewart is on the B side of this match, and that one was close. That one was closer, and it is the pin. It's Peter Sherber, and he takes a 2-0 lead, a commanding lead from the Polish athlete. Absolutely phenomenal hit. Stuart Hall talking to his brother Nick Hall out in the crowd there. Some advice being shouted by Nick. These men, the Rosendale crew, very tight-knit camp. And Stuart Hall hasn't lost in the Super Series. He's suffered a few little injuries, a few niggles after the Inferno matchups. Some tough battles there. This time he hits better. Stuart is dug tighter. He's keeping his shoulder much closer to his wrist on this occasion, keeping tight. And he's managed to maintain his central position. And this might look better for Stuart. Needs to make sure he doesn't get opened up, and Peter Sherber's not able to get that tricep in. He's definitely not able to do so at the moment. Relentless bouncing attack, and you can see Stuart working so hard at the base. Now he counters. Hall with the counter again, trying to get a posted position and use that tricep. All about the breathing. He must hit at the right time. And now he's managed to get some control into his arm, open the Polish athlete up. What a battle! This is absolutely tremendous stuff in round 3. And Hall fighting for all he's worth. He's getting it with the tricep now. Oh! He took the pin. It's an elbow foul at the death for Stuart Hall. Sherber, the first man to call it. Let's look on the replay. Stuart Hall there, dug underneath. Now he counters. Manages to get up with the tricep. Watch for this second drive now. And watch the elbow. Bang, it drops off the front as he takes the pin. And you can see the first man to call it was his Polish adversary. Peter Sherber pointed it out. He did get the foul. It's one foul to Stuart Hall. The athletes actually have changed sides, and Stuart Hall's changed techniques. We go into the strap. Stuart Hall with the top roll there. And that's a very smart move, showing his experience. And the arms slip apart, remember, the 1-inch nylon strap going around the hands and wrists of the arm wrestlers. Makes it impossible to slip out. Hall tries again with the top roll, but he's not made it, and now he needs to be very, very careful because he's landed in Peter Sherber's hook, and he cannot afford the Polish athlete to get that tricep on again, or he's going to be in big trouble. Hall in the red t-shirt, dug at the base, trying to get the back pressure in. Peter Sherber, black t-shirt, 22 years of age, from Poland. He's made a confident start. He's 2-0 to the good. A chink of daylight in the last pin for Hall, but again he's in that hook, and that's not really where he wants to be at the moment. Hall now battling hard, retains that position, and now he comes up with a tricep. This is better from the Englishman. He's tight, he's close, and you can see the effort. There's the counter from Sherber, but it's all about Hall, and he takes it. At long last, there's daylight in the match for the Englishman. It's taken a lot out of him, though, as you can see. And, looking to his teammates in the crowd, Peter Sherber, and remonstrating with the referee also. But it looked good to me. That was more of a case of Peter Sherber pushing his own hand onto the shoulder of Stuart Hall. What Peter was actually claiming for there was that Stuart Hall used his body to gain an advantage and drive the arm down. It actually looked to me as though Sherber pushed his own hand momentarily onto Stuart's shoulder, and that isn't really going to give him the same effect. We've slipped out again, and we're going into that strap match. Stuart Hall needs to be smart now, needs to change his techniques. We saw him go for the top roll in that last match. He didn't make it, was unsuccessful, was dragged into a hook, and the warrior spirit of the man from Rosendale shone through brightly there because he managed to take it back in the hook. We know that Stuart is not shy of getting into the down and dirty matches. He doesn't mind getting tight in there and banging away for power, but he's a man with a tremendous amount of technical ability, and if he could ever pull one out of his bag of tricks, now would be the time. What are we going to see from Stuart? He's setting up. He's definitely repositioned the shoulder. Hall is going for the top roll. There he goes. That's the back pressure. Trying to open the hand of Sherber. Sherber with the tricep drive. But what a cobra. Tremendous attack. Stuart Hall counters. Gets over the hand, and he's totally in control now. Sherber tries to push him off the back. Look at that on the replay. What a tremendous Cobra. A defensive top roll at its very, very best from the Englishman. Stuart Hall levels the score. What a match this is turning out to be. One of the best that I've seen in the Super Series so far. Stuart Hall, 2 pins. Peter Sherber, 2 pins. Hall hits the top roll again. He's in command on the hand. And there it is. He takes that pin. Stuart Hall takes a lead in a match that he looked dead and buried in. It's 3-2. Stuart Hall is back. And he's back with a bang. It's 3-2 England. The Polish athlete who started so well, he's in fear of crumbling now. Oh, there's the massive top roll attack again from Stuart, but he's not made it, and now he's been sucked inside. Now Stuart is in trouble, and it's all about the Polish athlete. Oh, you can see the aggression, the anger on Peter Sherber. He's not happy with that. He was in the winning position. A foul's been called when he looked like he was going to take the pin. Sherber had made his hook. He prevented Stuart from top rolling. We've seen him top roll effectively, the man in the red t-shirt, in the last 2 matches, and bring it back to a 3-2 lead. Peter Sherber looked like he was right on top of that match, and he is again. There goes the tricep. Poland in control. The man in the black t-shirt, Sherber, gets what he wants. In he goes with the tricep. Driving down, trying to get that arm onto the pad by any means necessary. The tenacious attack of the Polish athlete. On top with the tricep, and Hall is in all kinds of trouble. Stuart Hall digging in at the base. What has he got left? Sherber is on with the tricep. Another drive, and Hall is in a lot of trouble. Last-ditch attempt to pull it out there, but his arm is all over the place, losing shape. What a battle this one. Sherber with the tricep, can't finish. Hall is in so much trouble. Sherber on with the tricep, and he takes it. It's an equalising pin. Sherber has dug it out. He takes the match. Sherber with the win. 3-3. We move on in the deep water. And I can tell you what a match to follow that was. These 2 guys have got a tall order. It's the light heavyweights up to 95 kilograms, and we move into the left arm. And let's have a look at the first of our athletes, Mariusz Grendel-Groszowski of Poland, 31 years of age, 94 kilograms in weight. He is the Polish national champion in his weight division, and this guy, Grendel, that translates to grinder, and that's exactly what you would expect. But he's going to need to grind out a win against this awesome specimen. Robert Bogdan is a powerhouse. The street fighter of Hungary, 1 year more in age, a little bit less experienced, though you wouldn't expect it. He's a very big light heavyweight, walks around at 100 kilos and drops 5 to get into the light heavies. Bogdan is a bull. Mariusz Groszowski, Poland, in the red t-shirt. Robert Bogdan, the Hungarian athlete in all black. This one will be about power. It will be about raw top end. These men are not boxers. They are every bit punchers. They want to get in with the power early. Do not blink. This could be over in a heartbeater. It could be a battle, and it's gone inside. It's time for war. We are deep inside in deep water. The light heavyweight division. Robert Bogdan holding the match there. Look at the attack from Groszowski in the red t-shirt. The Polish athlete dragging his elbow to the back of the pad, keeping his base. Huge hit again. But Robert Bogdan, look at that massive arm, and he's a rock at the base. Robert Bogdan now moving around with that tricep, edging backwards. Look at the power from Bogdan. He drags Mariusz Groszowski clean off the pad. And that is a scary, scary warning sign from the Hungarian athlete. Bogdan, absolutely tremendous power on that drive. Bogdan now setting up a little different. Look at Groszowski with the top roll attack, trying to open the hand of Bogdan, and he's done so successfully. His hand position leaves a lot to be desired, though, and he's diving for the pad. Robert Bogdan trying to hang on. He needs to reposition that hand. What do you need to look for now, ladies and gents? Watch the index fingers of the athlete. The index finger over the index finger knuckle, and there's the move. Bogdan trying to edge up. Watch again, he'll try and collect. Watch for the finger position, and there he goes. Oh, he drives to the hook. What a reversal from Bogdan. 2-0 Hungary. Look at that on the replay. Now watch the hand of Bogdan. There's the first move. He repositions again, trying to get his index finger over the index finger knuckle. There it is, reversal winner. Robert Bogdan, Hungary, driving down to the pin. And that was a tremendous move from the Hungarian bull. The Street Fighter is on fire in London. This time we are into the hook, and Bogdan is all about the power. Oh, Hungary is taking over. Look on the replay there, Bogdan, massive drive. Elbow to the back, explodes, venomous attack. And I can honestly say that Robert Bogdan looks like a very, very confident individual here in the deep water. And he takes a 3-0 lead. It's going to be difficult for Marius to get any sign of daylight at this rate. He needs to change his technique, shake things up a little bit. Bogdan again makes the run-in, driving down for the pad. Look at Bogdan now, sweeping to the back with the elbow. He's just above the pad. Richard Poole, the referee, coming looking for the parallel pin. It's not there, surely now. The drive, it's 4. Bogdan cannot lose, and the hands of the Hungarian tell a story. He's relaxed now, he's confident now, he knows he can't lose. 4-0, Robert Bogdan. What a day for this man. He's going up in rank. He's gripping low, but he seems to be top rolling from there. Look at the shoulder position, the back pressure applied, and he drives down. Oh, Robert Bogdan is having the day of his life. Bogdan is on fire. Arm Wars deep water, and this young man has come ready. Robert Bogdan, I've never seen him look better. Mariusz Graszowski now, what is going through the mind of the Polish athlete? Graszowski absolutely struggling to get any sign of daylight. And Bogdan, look at that. He comes up, he's smiling, he's confident, looking at his girlfriend Betty in the crowd. Driving down now, driving down. Surely it's just a matter of time. Bogdan with the win. Robert Bogdan drives it to the pad, explodes. Showtime for the cameras, gives it the gun show. Bogdan, impressive in deep water. Welcome back, International Arm Wrestling. Ladies and gents, this is the match that me and everybody else in arm wrestling has been waiting for. The super heavyweight champion of the world, Devon Larratt, will face this man. Let's have a look into the eyes of the perfect storm. Brzenk, the perfect storm, will challenge Devon Larratt of Canada. No limits. Devon Larratt, the reigning champion of Arm Wars. Ladies and gents, here we go. This is the match that the world of arm wrestling has talked about for so long. The perfect storm, John Brzenk in the black t-shirt, the ultimate arm wrestler. This man is better at arm wrestling than Muhammad Ali was at boxing tenfold. This fella is unbelievable. 25 years of dominance in a sport which takes no prisoners, no excuses in arm wrestling, and he faces the reigning heavyweight champion of the Arm Wars Super Series, the giant Canadian in the red t-shirt, undefeated in 4 years in this weight division. No limits, Devon Larratt. And this one will be thunder and lightning. Larratt has an impeccable record in the sport of arm wrestling, but if any man can test it, it's John Brzenk. Brzenk coming up from the heavyweight division to face the ultimate super heavyweight. We slip, and a knowing and acknowledging nod from John Brzenk there. We will go to the strap match. Devon Larratt. This man brings so much leverage to the table. A huge super heavyweight athlete, and that's what he is. This man is an athlete. 6'6", 114 kilograms of him. And this man has 8-pack abs. He's absolutely ripped to the bone. A man who's a winner of fitness challenges around the world, not just arm wrestling. This guy's a physical specimen. Very, very cerebral athlete. But if we're talking about cerebral arm wrestling, there is no one in history that is fit to shine the shoes of the man in the black t-shirt, John Brzenk, the man they call the perfect storm. And let me tell you, I've been a huge fan of John Brzenk since I was a child. This guy's been arm wrestling since I was a teenager, and he was the world champion then. He's retained that world title status throughout his career, and few men can ever profess to have taken a pin from John Brzenk. A phenomenal athlete. He's moving up from the heavyweight division, and John is definitely unsettled on this setup. I think he's complaining about the height of the webbing, or the central palm, of Devon Larratt. This is an issue that many arm wrestlers face when they meet Devon Larratt in competition. Devon is so long. Look at the leverage. The huge long forearm of Devon Larratt makes it very, very difficult to set up, and he's maintaining the height on that hand, and it is a problem for John. John remonstrating with the referee, and in a 20-odd year career I've seen him get this frustrated prior to a match on a handful of occasions. John Brzenk is a warrior, both on and off the table, and one of the fairest arm wrestlers that I've ever had the pleasure to watch. But on this occasion he seems extremely unhappy, and Devon Larratt is defending the Arm Wars title, and I can tell you, this guy is a warrior. Larratt, or Devon Larratt, however you want to call him, it's all about him being a beast, and Devon is a giant and very, very difficult adversary for any man. Very well-rounded in his style, as is John. Such an exciting matchup. Devon's face looks so determined. John trying to find a way through this athlete. This first pin will tell a story. Be ready. And John looks unsettled. Looking at the two men there, it's definitely Brzenk who looks more nervous. The height of the giant Canadian, the focus of the giant Canadian, maybe sending shockwaves through the mind of John Brzenk, and he faces a huge test now. Watch for the hit. And away we go! Are you watching? Devon Larratt has just torn through the storm. Deep water is off to a bang, and I don't know who's in deep water. Is it Larratt or is it John Brzenk? Because the reigning super heavyweight champion tore through Brzenk there like he was not there. Just hammered him to the pad. Unbelievable start for the Canadian. John Brzenk will be very, very relaxed. He's been here before, and he's faced the strongest and biggest athletes in the world, but you can see there's a story to be told when you look at the face of the two men. And Devon Larratt is a very, very confident young man right now, looking into the eyes of the super heavyweight champion of the world, the Arm Wars champion of the world, Devon No Limits Larratt. He looks like he's riding a serious vein of confidence, and tremendously focused athlete. Look at the eyes, look at the intensity. John Brzenk is changing technique, and John is going to try to hook him. John Brzenk, it's been said that he can put anyone into the hook, and he manages to do that, shaking with intensity. Larratt goes for the top roll, doesn't make it, and Brzenk has set the hook. Now he can work. The power goes down. Devon Larratt, watch for the hand movement. There it is, the high hook, the famous move of the Ottawa club, the Ottawa High Hookers. There's the move again. He's posted the arm, and John is having to pull through his entire arm now to get a result, and Devon Larratt's taken it to 2. Oh, Devon Larratt there, you can see on the replay, he just looked into the crowd and told everybody it's over already. Watch for that though, the hand movement was everything. He made the high hook, he takes the pin, and the face of John Brzenk, I've never seen him look more concerned. This is an athlete that has never lost a professional super match in his 25-year career, and a big sigh. He looks concerned, a big swallow. What am I in with, he must be thinking. Devon Larratt, 6'6" of him, and he's in incredible form here in deep water, ladies and gents. Larratt is an animal, and there are no limits for the man in the red t-shirt. Devon Larratt, the Canadian from the Ottawa High Hookers. He's 2-0, unbelievably 2-0 to the good against the legendary figure of John Brzenk. Brzenk there. Look at the face of Larratt. Larratt is absolutely posing with the multiple world champion. The back pressure coming on from Larratt now. He's looking to set up a reversal. I cannot believe this. The shoulders dropping. There it goes. It's a top row reversal. Andy Wise style. Top row reversal onto John Brzenk. That's incredible. Look at the elbow positioning now. To the front of the pad. Watch for the power. There's the reversal to the shoulder. He rolls through the hand of John Brzenk. And John lets out another huge sigh. He's shaking his hand furiously. John Brzenk is in trouble here. He's 3-0 down. And I've never seen this happen before. John Brzenk is in shell shock. Look at the state of this match. Devon Larratt is bouncing it all around the table, every position possible. He's going for reversals, he's hooking in. He just looks like he's riding a wave of confidence that few people ever see. And Devon Larratt is taking over. And there it is, 4. And listen to the man himself. Devon Larratt tells the crowd, that's 4, that's it, it's over. And John Brzenk just told Devon, I think I'm done, man. I can't feel my hand. He said maybe the straps, and unbelievably sportingly, Devon Larratt agrees and we go into the strap match. Devon Larratt agrees to go straight to the straps, a nominated strap. I've never seen that happen in Super Series history. Oh my word, look at Devon Larratt. He's posting, he is controlling the perfect storm. Unbelievable arm wrestling. Larratt is off the charts. Round he comes with the shoulder. John Brzenk obviously has lost the ability to use that awesome hand and wrist. And Devon Larratt is posting off the tricep. John actually let out a small smile there. Shaking with intensity, Brzenk. Even in this much trouble, he's still warring to the pad. But Devon Larratt is taking over and John Brzenk is in trouble. You can see the forearm inflated. John makes no excuses, as every time and any time you see the man in the black t-shirt arm wrestle, there are no excuses from John Brzenk. There are no limits for Devon Larratt. And Devon Larratt is putting on a masterclass. John Brzenk now trying to drag down, but it's all about Larratt, and Devon Larratt is taking over. Devon Larratt retains the Super Heavyweight Championship of the world.
I mean, it's healed.
Okay, now side
but it's
It's healed.
There you go.
It's
back and forth.
borderline.
Full range, all the way. Pad to pad.
Okay.
Pad to pad.
Yeah, these guys don't like people going pad to pad.
Pad to pad.
Marlon.
Okay, back pressure. Next 15 seconds. So we're going to do a full minute there.
Go around again, I want
He says I want.
I want to see.
I can't. I'll train like that. Al, if I do that, I can't.
There's a lot of torque in there. Yeah, not so much.
Where's the blood sugar?
Oh, you blood sugar here?
No.
No, it's not around. Is something out here? You try to do these guys are this is a warm up.
Yeah.
Bam.
The legacy as robust as that left by the man he is about to face in this final. John Brzenk, universally regarded as the greatest arm wrestler of all time.
Right now, I'm like a pressure cooker, and I've just been building up the pressure, building up, and I'm ready to explode, you know. And once I get up on that stage, it's all coming out like, you know.
Devon is very dangerous if you let him get in the match at all. He's got incredible endurance. So the key for me is to be very observant and very alert before they go and try to get a good enough position where I can be very explosive on him. If he gets position on me and I can't finish him quick, I'm through.
As we look at the road to the semis, you see Brzenk already defeated Devon Larratt, but both these men, Neil, are in great shape and should both be fresh.
Yeah, nip and tuck at this stage in terms of who would have more miles on the clock as we come into this final, but very similar in one respect. Both men are good at everything.
Hey, is this not like a sector?
Always jostling for position. Best 2 out of 3. Here we go.
The route to victory here for Brzenk is speed. He will want to finish quickly. Devon Larratt trains on the counter. And a bail there.
You were just about to go.
Oh, yeah, right.
You have 1 foul.
I was going to lift your body and flip you over with my head here in a second.
Devon Larratt is looking for the strap. He receives a foul for his troubles, but that's exactly, strategically, what he wanted to achieve. The strap will anchor, lower down his arm, and allow him to put the brakes on John Brzenk more easily. Brzenk will be looking to finish quickly. His hand and wrist strength are superior, and he goes for the early top roll. But Devon Larratt has put the brakes on, and now he will start to constrict and squeeze his opponent to the centre of the table. Feels his endurance is better, as does John Brzenk. Brzenk will be trying to calculate a way through here and keep rising, applying pressure up into the hand and wrist of Devon Larratt, but Larratt is in a fabulous position, moves to the back of the pad, and he will make Brzenk work here. Even if Larratt can finish, he won't do so. He'll just wait it out and try to burn Brzenk. In a fantastic position, and now he presses up, trying to apply pressure into the hand and wrist of John Brzenk. Devon Larratt knows he's in control, and Brzenk concedes.
What do you know? The elbow. How you like that? One more.
Devon Larratt's strategy executed to perfection there, but the experience of John Brzenk, as soon as he felt his hand and wrist compromised, he let go. He knows that he needs to win quickly and will change his angle, change his style. This is a dangerous moment for Larratt. He must get to the scratch. John Brzenk will look to top roll the side. John Brzenk's hand and wrist are iron. No opportunity to slip there. Look how John Brzenk learned, was educated from his first experience with Larratt and didn't allow the Canadian to slip and make the strap. Wow.
So we're even at 1-1 here. Best 2 out of 3. Right-handed heavyweight semi-final. The winner moves on to the final with a shot at 20 grand.
Ominous signs for Devon Larratt. John Brzenk has worked a strategy and will try to capitalize. Controls the hand. It's Brzenk with the win. The perfect storm with the win. Frustration for Devon Larratt. But John Brzenk once again underlines his credential, improving a legacy which has no equal.
We monitored Brzenk and Larratt during this match. Some interesting numbers, including Devon's peak heart rate of 228 and his peak G-force of 1.17, equivalent to a Bugatti going from 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds.
Congratulations, John. People say you are the world's greatest arm wrestler. How much pressure do you feel coming into a match against Devon when you hear that?
It was tough to prove it right there and there. Mental note for me and everybody else in this room: do not hook Devon Larratt. Holy cow.
What was so tough about that match? You almost conceded in that first round.
I felt so confident that even if he got me hooked, I thought I would be able to roll him, but he dug it in that first match good and deep. And yeah, I should have gave up earlier because he's got tremendous endurance. I knew I wasn't going to be able to pull him back through it, but thank goodness I still have a top roll.
We'll take a few deep breaths, rest up, and we'll see you in the next match.
John Brzenk impressively on.
He is, however, possibly the strongest individual in a game which is ultimately about strength. Jerry Carteret is a difficult puzzle to solve, but Dave Chafee, interestingly, may just have too much power. We know Jerry's just had a war there, Dave, earlier today, but look at that from Dave Chafee. That is astronomical power, and he seems to do it with very little effort. just rolls to the side, and Jerry Larratt just completely unable to find his position. This is a man with multiple World Championship titles, and yet he cannot find any weakness at all in Dave Chaffee. Chaffee just powers through his opponent. Incredible strength. Dave Chaffee is an awesome specimen. Easy money for a reason. Look at that roll. So much raw horsepower. For those people out there who say that arm wrestling's about technique, not for this man it isn't.
All about that diesel horsepower for Dave Easy Money Chaffee. He's on to the final. We get ready now for the other super heavyweight semifinal on the right side.
Against the reigning and defending World Arm Wrestling League champion. But Nelson knows this man inside out. They spent time training together, and he will relish the opportunity. He wrestles on pure emotion, Tom Nelson. Taps into that and uses it. It spreads like a fever throughout his body. He will try and harness the strength that it yields.
Jody Larratt always cheering her husband on. She is in the pit down there as these two guys set to square. Larratt beat Nelson earlier. Here we go in the semis.
Look at Nelson's face. He's absolutely raging inside.
Maybe you gotta slide your elbow back or something, but you gotta come down to him. Thank you.
He's freaking out over there, man.
He's fine. Lower your webbing, Devon. Close your thumb. Do knock over his thumb knuckle. Get this out, Devon. Straight, straight. Close your hand. What? False start.
No way.
I didn't even go. I thought you called foul, yeah.
Trace around, fired by the Canadian Special Forces soldier there, straight to the pad. There wasn't even a ready. Little tester from Devon Larratt.
Square up and I'll get everything straight.
So one foul on Devon Larratt, 3 and you lose the pull. Here we go. Best 2 out of 3 here in the left-hand semifinal.
Watch for the start from Devon Larratt. He will try to finish early. The block attempt! Oh, that is a venomous drive to the side. Frustration on the face of Tom Nelson.
Wow.
Wow. Unstoppable. Side pressure from No Limits, Devon Larratt, using a combination of elements there to overcome a lethally dangerous opponent here on the left arm. We'll look for the same in the setup for the second round. That height, the length, makes this man so elusive. He'll go to the back of the pad and then drive forward. There's the win. Wow!
Final 10,000 minimum. I love you, Tom Nelson. Marcio.
Devon Larratt pulls out Marcio Barbosa, the Brazilian himself, has a tough match to overcome in a lethally dangerous Norman Thompson's, but for now, A great and impressive win from the reigning champion.
Congratulations, Devon. What was the most difficult part about going up against Tom?
Tom Nelson, I got to spend about a month out in California in the last 6 months, and I consider Tom Nelson to be a close personal friend of mine. He embodies what fighting is, you know? Tom Nelson is all heart, but I was just lucky that while I was out there, I got to learn what made him tick, and yeah.
How difficult will it be to defend your title?
Marcio Barbosa just cuts through tournaments, and I, you know, am normally in the trenches, so I've got to bring him down to my level. Hopefully, we can get some fatigue going somewhere. It's going to be a tough final.
Well, depending on what Marcio does, we'll see you guys in the final.
Right. Go Normans! Go Normans!
To me, he's the best craftsman in arm wrestling, and I felt what he did. He started and just made it to where I couldn't open his wrist.
So Devon Larratt on to the final.
Super heavyweight left-hand competition, hailing from Petaluma, California. I need Eric Woofel to the table!
It's fitting that a man featured in the final of the World Arm Wrestling League hails from the birthplace of arm wrestling. Petaluma, California, the home of Eric Woofel. He has an opportunity for greatness and to etch his name into the annals of history by beating one of the greatest super heavyweight arm wrestlers of all time.
His opponent, the WAL reigning champion, Travis the Beast Brzenk to the table!
Travis Brzenk carries with him to the arm wrestling table an aura of invincibility. Many people have bought into that aura, and he is bought in heavily. Brzenk believes he is invincible, and that armory has served him so well. He believes that he is the greatest left-hand competitor in the history of the sport.
He has never lost with that left arm. Here comes the cash. 20,000 large on the table. Eric Woofel there against Travis the Beast Brzenk. Best 2 out of 3, Neil.
Travis Brzenk will look to finish this very, very early.
Square up.
Eric Woofel has tremendous leverage, huge hands, long arms, but he lacks the speed of the Beast. And Travis can take you out of your power extremely quickly. A lethal start. Whoa! Travis Brzenk.
I thought he was stronger than that.
Disdain for the power of Eric Woofel there, displayed by Travis the Beast Brzenk. A combination of back pressure and evil speed to the side. Travis Brzenk with an incredibly comfortable first round win. That will have really set the nerves jangling on Eric Woofel.
Watch, you're about to
Eric needs to start early here, needs to try and climb up that hand.
Close your hands. Go!
Travis Brzenk saying, and he was way up, and to be fair, total justification in that. Eric Woofel climbed in the grip. Travis Brzenk is a master in the straps and will relish the opportunity to prove that here. Domination off the start. Oh, Woofel concedes. Travis Brzenk talked Eric Woofel out of competing for $20,000. Such is his aura and dominance in the sport. His wife Casey delighted there, and Travis Brzenk is all smiles.
He is, and looking at the numbers from the final, they're pretty similar. So, Neil, the question is, was this win about technique or strength?
This win was about belief. Eric Woofel's lack of it here, and Travis Brzenk's absolute confidence. Off the start, Brzenk utilised the strap there to make every weapon in his arsenal readily available, and he completely neutralised Eric Woofel.
Here's Brzenk with Renee.
Congratulations, Travis. How important is your self-confidence to your performance?
I think that everyone in here should do anything in their power to be as confident, as happy as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Congratulations.
Travis, the Beast Pageant, his legacy is enhanced. He is the World Arm Wrestling Champion. Travis has had a cleaner route to the final, and we've talked today already about the explosivity, but the confidence of Dave Chafee, having previously defeated Nick Zena, could be important here.
Super heavyweight. We need Nick, the fall boy, Zena, to the table.
Never seen Nick Zena look more determined and focused than he does right now as he approaches this moment. Huge opportunity.
Champion, Dave Easy Money Chafee, to the table.
Dave Chafee is a man of few words and powerful deeds. He steps now to the table to defend a title which few people believe he has the potential to lose. All of that is of no consequence. Only the opinion of Nick Zena matters here. Does he feel that this is possible?
Somebody's going to get the $20,000 that will be placed in the middle of the table right there. The wall hammer on the line. Of course, 2 out of 3 here in this final.
Key to victory from Nick Zena is really getting away early and finding a position from which he can win. He does not want this match to stop. Dave Chafee has so much horsepower. That's a great start from Zena. He slips and gets to the straps, but of key importance there. Look as the match slips apart. Nick Zena's hand is actually over the top of Dave Chafee. The index finger over the index finger knuckle of Chafee. Hand control achieved. The strap favours the power man. Surely that is Dave Chafee. Big drive from Zena, and the brakes are on. And Dave Chafee now will start to apply that incredible horsepower. And there's the win for the reigning champion. Frustration evident on the face of Nick Zena there. He started so well without the strap, but the strap ties Chafee to his opponent, and from there it's so hard to get around this man's power.
So 1 win for Dave Chafee. Of course, 2 to win the match. $20,000 on the line. The wall hammer here in the super heavyweight right-hand final.
Now a lower grip assumed by Nick Zena here, and that could be a very bad decision. He's looking for the hook, but he looks unsettled and a little less confident than we saw. Oh! Dave Chafee with a top roll. Dave Chafee, for the first time, looked for technique there. He actually rolled out of the hand of Nick Zena. Who would have expected that?
Impressive. We take a look now at the numbers provided by River City's Technology. Chafee's heart rate cracked 200 during that match, but you'll notice Zena's G-force was higher. That's because he was fighting back against the man with the power, the hammer, and the 20 grand, Neil.
For the first time, Dave Chafee forced his further evidence of that. Robbie Topey's claims said it all. Speed is essential here.
So the road to the semifinals for these men. Best 2 out of 3 here. Winner advancing to the final, Neil, to wrestle for $20,000 in the wall hammer.
All right, gentlemen, set your elbows down, square up, and give me an open hand so I can set you.
Robbie Topey. Up and come out with a massive opportunity ahead of him here. Travis Pageant, the dominant, reigning champion of the world. Watch for the speed from the Beast.
Close your hands. One foul, Mr. Topey.
You did not have to do that. I'm totally okay with that.
Robbie Topey there, just a little bit over-anxious, tried to gain something on the start there. He knows that he must be away quickly, but as the hands closed down, there was the back pressure. Back pressure is a key weapon for Travis Pageant. Imagine you're holding a 100-kilogram mobile telephone and pulling it to your ear. That's the kind of force that Travis Pageant applies, and he applies it
bad man, boy.
Very quickly.
Bad man.
Believes with every fibre of his being that he is that bad. And looking at the evidence right there in front of our eyes, you cannot contest the fact that this is a devastating left-hander. Travis Bagent uses the skeletal linear motion of his opponent to try and weaken them. He allows them to apply force in one direction and then hits in an entirely different direction in a fraction of a second, neutralizing their power. But here, Travis is really playing now. That first round was a rangefinder, and he's playing to the crowd, having some fun up there. Really is an engaging character. Goes over to get some love from the little people in the crowd. This is a walking superhero, and Robbie Topey looks like one. Topey's only chance here is to try to stop the match and to find a position where he can utilise all that horsepower. Travis Bagent is a very difficult opponent to do that against.
Wait till you feel this right here in the stretch.
Mental weaponry employed by Travis, and Travis Bagent there with the pin. Robbie Topey not happy.
I'm not one to that was ridiculous. Thank you, babe.
Robbie Topey felt like Travis Bagent jump-started there and got to a dominant position a little too early.
I beat some of the best guys on the planet to get where I'm at, but this isn't the outcome I was wanting with Travis, and the way it all ended up in the end, I'm not happy with it, but like I said, I'm not one to complain, so it is what it is. I'll come back and get him next time. If I was better, I wouldn't have to worry about it, I guess.
Travis, before we get to the win, I think everybody wants to know, what do you really think of yourself?
As you guys can tell, I'm not usually one to brag, right? But it seems more apparent than ever that I am a super, super bad dude.
So in all seriousness, what makes you so unbeatable on the left?
Well, I mean, the Lord, of course, or whoever, someone decided that the strongest arm in the history of mankind would be connected to me in this brain. So I'm just a super lucky guy. Plus, my woman's here today, and I ain't trying to... I'm not taking no events in front of my girl, yo.
Well, good luck, Travis, in the finals.
Four times world champion. We're giving my best.
Craig Tulia, man. Come on, Louisiana.
Takes another 5 kills.
WAL.
Close your hands. Wow, there it goes. There it goes. I didn't move. What? He's moving. Why you call on me? Stay focused, Stephen. Stay focused, Stephen.
Alan, get your elbow back to you, Alan. Spread out. You gotta tighten up. Alan's way a little bit.
Oxygen.
Alan's way square up. You guys gotta square up. You laugh.
Ethan, Fritzy, and Alan Fisher set to go to war.
Square up a little bit. Get your lat lock close, Alan. You're too spread out.
Kansas City and San Diego going down. Alan Fisher's got some hand control. Ethan Fritzy's battle. Here he moves in. Alan Fisher in control. Ladies and gentlemen, let's realize who
It's 2,000 around. Turn it up. Come on, Devon. Come on, Devon. Here on out. Who's going to be the champion? Who's going to win this match? Devon or Marcio? Who's going to win? Who's going to win this match? Marcio, no.
You got something there, Devon.
Close your hands. We got a slip. We got a strap match. We got some Brazil fans in the house. We're getting close. We're getting close. Make some noise. We got a match right here. This is the $2,000 match. You would pay $2,000 to see this match. Wow, the power of Canada, Devon Larratt. That's one win. Winner of this match is the winner of the left-handed 225-pound class and $2,000.
Devon, this is your business. Take care of it.
Oh, we got a slip and a strap match.
Just like the first time, Devon, get everything. Take everything that you need. Take us all.
One more match. Who's going to win this match with 225 left-handed class? All strapped up and no place to go but down. Devon Larratt, your 225. Give it up for the We will be seeing these guys again today right-handed. They will be doing everything right-handed. Now, I need it by the food.
Congratulations. That was an incredible match. You really fought for it. You worked hard. Tell us what brought you to the top.
It's a good day.
It is
That's
a good day.
You
It's
know?
a good day. I've never seen you work so hard, actually, I have to say.
Marcio is a well-rounded dude. when he came in with the flop there, second round, shook me up a little bit, but
Yes.
I got what I needed, and I got what I wanted.
You're a beast. You came out on top. Nice job.